Parents, you've got free money on the table with Summit's pre-K tuition program. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, 2 skiers have died at local ski areas in the past week, the most since a rash of 10 skier deaths in mid-February. At Keystone this Monday, 51-year-old John Cleve of Nebraska was found unresponsive in trees near Prospector Run at North Peak. Cause of death is blunt force trauma. At Copper last Wednesday, 86-year-old Richard Hart of Littleton also died of blunt force trauma caused by a head injury. Those are the 10th and 11th inbound skier deaths of the season in Colorado for 19 total outdoor recreation deaths this season. The town of Breckenridge delayed a controversial vote at last night's town council meeting, now waiting until March 24th to hear second reading of the Sustainable Building Code. Town officials say that new code will help Breck reach zero net emissions by 2030. Opponents, including Breck Building Center, say the changes are cumbersome and expensive. This week on the State of Summit, local tuition assistance credits can save you hundreds on childcare if you know how to get them.
We're excited to get most 4-year-olds entering into their last year of kindergarten some tuition credits to help offset the high cost of childcare in our community.
That was Catherine Schaff with Early Childhood Options in Dillon. Last year, Summit's pre-K tuition program helped 137 people, paid for in part by a 2018 tax, and it did not even reach capacity.
We've got the Strong Future funding from the Summit County government, and we give out the tuition credits to those 4-year-olds.
Schaff calls it money on the table for families, paying for 100% of pre-K tuition for families earning less than $110,000 per year.
We could certainly manage more. It's just all a matter of capacity and finding those slots for the children to be able to use the tuition credits.
Assistance is there for families earning up to $250,000 per year, with pay stubs, tax returns, and W-2s ready when you apply.
We'd really like to make sure that all these kiddos get their best start so they're ready for a successful career in the school district.
Pre-K tuition enrollment opens next Monday, March 16th, and closes May 8th. Get assistance through earlychildhoodoptions.org. Tune in again next Wednesday for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. The latest now on COVID-19, aka coronavirus. Risk of coronavirus today in the U.S. is low, same as Colorado, although officials warn cases will rise with more screening and tests. There are 938 confirmed cases across the U.S. and 28 in Colorado, including 1 in Summit, now being treated on the Front Range, and 4 in Eagle County, 1 new confirmed today. No one in Colorado has died from the virus. Your odds of catching coronavirus in Colorado today are 1 in 239,000. You are twice as likely to get buried by an avalanche. Nationwide, odds of catching COVID-19 are 1 in 352,878. Odds of dying are 1 in 11.4 million. U.S. mortality rate for COVID-19 is 3.05%, nearly 6 times higher than the flu, although odds of catching the flu this season are much higher, 1 in 10. Is it dangerous, though, to equate coronavirus with the flu? Dr. Meg Austin with St. Anthony's Summit Medical Center.
We know about coronaviruses in general. We know very little about this specific COVID-19 virus. And a lot of those questions, it's too early to answer.
Experts still know very little about COVID-19 other than symptoms, primarily cough and fever. But what about incubation period, the time it takes to show symptoms?
That can vary, and it's a pretty wide time period. So there's not really if it happened in 4 days, it's flu. If it happened in 10 days, it's COVID. Because most of us don't know who the sick person is we were exposed to.
Austin also says there is no evidence right now that COVID-19 lives on surfaces. It is passed by direct contact with other people, not chairlifts, restaurant menus, or pint glasses. Earlier today, the World Health Organization declared coronavirus a pandemic due to its global scale. So what does this mean for our local international ski destinations? Catherine Fuller with A-Basin.
At Arapahoe Basin, things are business as usual.
A-Basin is following federal agencies for prevention, like best cleaning practices, same as Vail Resorts and Powder Corp, parent company of Copper Mountain and Woodward.
We're keeping things clean, and we're continuing to welcome the guest, and so it's just kind of another normal day for us.
At A-Basin, are they worried this might hurt the bottom line?
I think that's on everybody's minds, but at this point, we are going to stay open for business.
A-Basin is also looking out for employees.
We just want to take care of our people, and if we take care of our people, then that takes care of the guests.
At local concert venues like Warren Station, live music is not yet affected, including this weekend's Rocky Mountain Country Fest. Staff is doubling down on cleanliness, though, wearing protective gloves for tickets and drinks, supplying extra hand sanitizer, and deep cleaning between the Friday and Saturday concerts. In sports, the Nuggets play the Mavericks tonight at 6 on ESPN. The Avalanche play the Rangers at 8. And in local sports, brought to you by Wilderness Sports in Dillon, Summit High Sports are back tomorrow for the track and field season opener on the Front Range. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.